Hello, this is Ken, and today we get extreme on the Information Nation. Hey, how's everybody doing today? The Washington Examiner, I don't know if you've heard about this, but Senator Charles Schumer, Democrat in New York, seems to run his mouth while the press was online, and they overheard some of the stuff that he was saying on how they're going to counter the GOP's budget cuts. He told the group to make sure they labeled the GOP spending cuts as extreme. I always use extreme, Schumer said. That is what the caucus instructed me to use. Let's talk about extreme. Extreme is a $3.7 trillion budget when we don't have $3.7 trillion. Extreme is taking over the healthcare system. Extreme is taking over General Motors. Extreme is the bailout, the $1 trillion bailout to your buddies in the banks and the financial institutions in Wall Street. Extreme is letting a president start a war and making Congress irrelevant. You want to talk about extreme? Extreme. Harry Reid, Nancy Pelosi. There's a couple of real extremists. You know, Chucky, come on. Extreme? We're broke, dude. What don't you understand about broke? Or do you run your household budget the same way that you're trying to run the federal budget? And they talk about the Tea Party. I've been to Tea Party rallies. I've seen them on TV. I've seen the liberal side of this, which was being held in Wisconsin. And you're calling Tea Party people extreme when the liberals and the unions that back you Democrats took over the State House for days? Come on, Chucky. What do you think? We're stupid? We're ignorant? Let's wake up a little bit here, Chuck. Hey, you know, the people in New York might put up with your BS, but the rest of us aren't going to. You know, I'll make a proposal to you. You want to see extreme? Go with Rand Paul's idea of cutting $500 billion off the budget. We're going broke at $3.7 trillion. See, I would be nice and say, let's just cut it by 10%, which would be $370 billion. Rand Paul wants to cut $500 billion. The Republicans and the Tea Party people, they're asking for $60 billion. You're talking chump change here, dude. You should understand chump change. You should understand both chump and change. You think the American people are a bunch of chumps, and we're going to take all the change that you and Pelosi and Reid and King Obama want to throw at us. And that's another thing, Chucky. Let's talk about extreme. Let's talk about your extreme president, Barack Obama. King Obama, the Messiah, was going to save the country, was going to give us change. Yeah, he gave us change, all right. He gave not only the American people change that they didn't want, he gave you change you didn't want because you're irrelevant. You are irrelevant to King Obama because he just started a war and didn't even bother to tell you guys. He went to the United Nations. And don't hand me this humanitarian bull, because very plainly there's a lot of countries around the world that are butchering their people, and I don't see us going into there. Oh, that's right, they don't have oil. That's what it is. They don't supply anybody with oil. We have people dying on our own borders. Right across the border, Juarez, Mexico. I don't see us putting troops in there. We have people dying in Arizona. I don't see us putting troops in there. But I don't know why I'm talking to you. Because Chucky, baby, you're irrelevant. Barack Obama has just made you irrelevant, along with every other member of the Senate and every other member of the House. And you people aren't even talking impeachment. Oh, Kucinich threw it around for a couple of days. and he backed off. Even Fox News is backing off. You know, people out there, I want you to think about something. If you've got what's going on in the Middle East right now, one country after another, after another, after another is having these massive demonstrations. Do you think that wasn't organized? Oh, this is just some guy put out a Facebook posting and all of a sudden hundreds of thousands of people showed up on the streets and they protested and they're overturned. Look at how wonderful this is. This was organized. This was organized months ago. And they were just waiting. And now one country after another country after another country is falling. Barack Obama's talking about helping the, what do you call them, the so-called freedom fighters in Libya by giving them arms. It's been all over the news lately. I don't know if you've noticed that a lot of them are Al-Qaeda. These are the same people that are killing our boys in Afghanistan. And now we're going to give them arms. We're going to take and, excuse me, we're going to take and arm these people so they can kill more of our guys. You know, listen to Alex Jones, listen to Glenn Beck, mostly Alex Jones. Do some reading and find out about the New World Order. Because that's what we have here. We have a New World Order. They're giving us a New World Order, whether we like it or not. And we're helping. Instead of protesting about budget cuts in Wisconsin and some other clown from a union talking about shutting down Wall Street, we should be marching on Washington telling Obama he is not the king, he is not the world ruler, we are not his slaves, his servants. To get our butt out of Libya, let the United Nations run it. Let them have it. Get our CIA guys out of there. We just shipped 2,200 Marines over there. I mentioned that in a previous video. Get out of Libya. You know, this was the great savior for the radical left. Oh, I'm going to get us out of Afghanistan. I'm going to get us out of Iraq. No, you didn't. You beefed up the troops, and now you got us into another one. You are really a lying sack. I'm sick of you. You're not my king. You're not even my president. You want to prove that you're the president? Show me your long-form birth certificate. I'm not a birther, but you spent millions of dollars hiding that. But I don't think you can because, you see, you went to college on an exchange student scholarship. So if you are a citizen, you committed fraud. If you didn't commit fraud, then you're not a citizen. Either way, you're not eligible to be president. While the rest of us are suffering here with unemployment, you're running around the world like some rock star. More like a rockhead. And Chucky, that's extreme. Hey, this is Ken for the Information Nation. We've got a blog. The link is in the description. Go to that, and we're having a little poll. The question will be on there, and just go ahead and vote. You don't have to register or anything. You can follow if you'd like, but let's vote on the poll, and then if in one of my videos, once the poll runs out in about a week, I'll announce what the results were. This is Ken again for the Information Nation. Want all of you to have a good day. Hey, uphold the Constitution, keep the faith. Bye-bye.